Hello. So today I'm going to review a figure, which, um, this is Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Deluxe Bumblebee. Now, this is from Transformers Prime, who originally brought out the first edition figures, which were a lot more screen accurate and they're really nice figures, but they're incredibly rare, and I've never even seen any. And so when they made the more sort of like mass-produced ones, just sell to any random idiot on the street, like me, they gave them a sub-tagline of Robots in Disguise. So this is Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Bumblebee. But then the Transformers Prime series went into another cartoon called Robots in Disguise. So yeah, it's confusing. But this is a nice little Bumblebee. I could do it. Now, spoilers, I have added the odd hint of paint here and there, and I can't remember what it looked like without them, so I'm not sure where I added them, to be honest with you. Except for like that bit and that bit, because this, and I think there was an attempt to add paint to the exhausts, but it's rubbed off. It's fine, it's all good, don't worry. And here he is, and he's got a gun stuck on his bonnet. Very Target Master. Quite like that, actually. Take that off. Okay. And he's just a nice little boxy thing. He's not massive. Who have I got size comparison? Yeah, we'll do this one, because I can. Target Master Metal Hook. Or Prime Master, sorry. Prime Master Metal Hook. It's a bit dinky. But, you know, it's fine. And his gun actually splits into two. Where's that one gone? Oh, there it is. So you've got peg, hole, and peg and hole. So you can peg them into each other. It's all dandy, and they peg on, and they look quite cool actually. They look kind of like turrets you'd have on the side of like a 1980s ship. It's quite cool. I like that. So we'll put them there. And we've got El Bumblebee. But I'm not going to transform him just yet. In fact, I'm going to put these guns back on him. Because, you see, Transformers Prime, bless it, I don't know if it knew what to do with this figure, or it was just lazy, or what. But for some reason they thought it'd be a good idea to make characters that weren't even in the cartoon. And so, this one came to be. This one, to spite the awesome track style paint job down the side, and the bonnet, and blue, this one is actually hotshot. And very much like his Armada, well, inspiration. When you get towards the robot mode, there is definitely a sort of, there's definitely a vibe of that. But this, again, beautiful. I mean, this colour blue is fantastic. I genuinely like this. And, again, I might have added that. Might be a recurring theme to these guys, alright? I might have added hints here and there. Don't complain. And same guns on the bonnet. So, they've got their obligatory two figures out the same mould. So, are we done? No. No, we're not. Because, in the further series, which was supposed to end it, and then it kept going, they made the Beast Hunters line. And in Beast Hunters, they made the Black Beast Hunters variant of Bumblebee, who again should have these guns, but I gave them to another figure because that figure kind of needs them, but should have those guns. But has missiles on the sides, spikes out the front, spikes out the back, this big thing on the top, which basically, if I can get hold of it. If you put one of these missiles in a hole there, it pushes these out and it turns into like a crossbow. It's quite cool. When it closes up, they've actually made these angled so that they don't hit each other. It's quite cool. But, you see, even then, this isn't the original of that mould, because originally they had a yellow version, which I didn't get, but I found a damaged version. Well, I was given a damaged version second hand, and so I thought, well, if it's damaged anyway, I might as well make it look like it's damaged, you know, like battle hardened. So I've added some like bullet wounds and scratches and cracks and stuff to the windows and all over the bonnet, and melted that slightly. The missile thing off this side was missing, so I've plugged it up with some putty and stuck some wires hanging out. I thought that was cool, but I could be wrong. And then I just dirtied it up, and yeah. I also snipped these off, because if they're not plugging into anything, I might as well make them look a little bit shorter rather than sticking out a mile like these ones. So yeah, they made, as far as I'm aware, that's it. There might, no, actually, no, there isn't. There's a sort of yellow and grey version of this figure as well. They made another one. Is there just a black version of this as well? Possibly, I don't know. Basically, they just made this figure infinite times. Oh dear. So I'm going to take these three off screen, transform them off screen, and we'll go through Bumblebee. Because why not? Stay there, you. Right. El Transformazione. I don't know why I said it like that at all. So take the weapon off. You gotta open the doors, which is quite neat. Quite like that. Open the doors, and then you've got to get these pieces loose. Come in, come in, come in. Get out there. Right, okay. Because that's definitely not an arm or anything. You gotta get these pieces loose. Okay, fine, get them down. Untab this back section. It's got two little tabs in there. Can you see those? There and there. Go into slots there and there. There you go. And so bring this down out of the way a little bit. Go about that. In fact, let's bring this camera up slightly so you can actually see what I'm doing. Huzzah! Okay. You want to bring this out of the way on this big double hinge. Double hinges, everybody! Yay! Right. And fold this back section of the roof underneath. On a big hinge in there, a hinge in there and there, basically where the wheel is, I think, is it? No, slightly above, whatever. You need to rotate this. There. You can just split these and do it that way, but I like to do everything still stuck together so it's more neat and tidy and all the rest of it. You may have noticed from my reviews, I hate it when people are just like, oh, just rip everything apart and then transform. It's like, no, 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 stop it. Stop it, it hurts my soul. And, separate that, because that's tight. There's the hinge, that screw there. There you go. So get that changed. Make sure that's out of the way. Make sure that's out of the way. And then you got to kind of wriggle these side wing parts out, just behind the headlights. And then automorph, everybody. Bring them out to the side. That's if this works. Come on. There you go. Bring them out and brings the head up. And then you bring this round and there's a little tab. Where are we? There's a little tab right there, okay? Just trust me, there's a tab there that goes into that slot in the back. Right, okay, that's better. Right, and then you basically just sort him out, lift the shoulder pads a bit, if they'll go where you want them to go, sort the legs out, blah blah blah. Bring the head up a bit. And there you go, you've got a reasonable looking Bumblebee, can't complain about that. And you can take the guns, well, you can put them in each hand, you can put them together and leave them on, but it works better and looks better if you go cartoon accurate and just stick them on each forearm. And yeah, I kind of like him, to be honest with you. He's kind of neat. He's big ball joints, big hinge. Shoulders are a little bit finicky, but because they're angled and they can catch this stuff in the back, and shoulders can be a bit finicky, but just don't expect them to go up too high. You'll be fine. Yeah, he's nice. I quite like him. So yeah, right, okay. So here's the battle damaged Beast Hunters Bumblebee. So you can see that they are effectively the same chassis, just with extras thrown on here and there. And this one has been damaged a lot. Just in case anyone actually cares. Yes, I took a lighter to certain parts of it, like the side of the head there. Forearm. Just to add a bit more detail. That shoulder. It looks kind of good. Yeah. I could do with a decent weapon for him, but yeah, it looks alright. And there's the proper black version, which I actually really like. It just seems so like grimdark for a Bumblebee, you know? Can you actually even see any of this because of how grimdark it is? There we go. I'm grimdark, 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 dark. And because I didn't show it in the other mode, we'll take this off and we'll fit it to the arm, which it doesn't really like because it gets in its own way. So tell you what, we'll steal one of these. It's got 6 missiles, which I actually kind of appreciate. So we'll get this and we'll put it in. Come on, play the ball. There we go. There we go. So that's the top of it. So now it's opened up into that. Slide that one back a bit. Thank you. It's kind of neat. You can put that on his arm or his hand. I think you've got to, because it's a bit too big. And theoretically, you're supposed to still have the arm guns, which I gave to another figure, which I'll probably review one day. It's a bit daft, but you know what? I kind of like it. It kind of gives him a commando-ish kind of feel. You know, give him a crossbow. It's like John Rambo or something. Or someone from Tropic Thunder. Tropic Thunder. And, of course, the one I've been saying until the end, the pièce de la résistance. The absolute legend that is Hotshot. I've never seen a figure this much just walk into a mould and just go, no, this is mine now. This is mine. Don't ever think of the guy I'm supposed to be. This is mine now. Look at this. Just look at this paint scheme. Look at the flames up the side of the head. And beautiful. Absolutely beautiful figure. Just, beautiful. And yes, guess what? See that cheeky chappy little smirk? Oh, you little cheeky chappy, you. You can actually fold the goggles down. That's fantastic. I love this so much. He's got goggles and everything. Kind of makes him look like that fish guy from Hellboy. But still, awesome. No, he is a great figure. Do genuinely love this guy. Absolutely fantastic. Now, the main complaint about these figures from most people is this bit. And apparently you can do something with the gearing system and try and get it flush. Because it does kind of hold up a little bit higher than it should. Because it's supposed to go into that groove in the back there. Can you see any of this? Let's get a light. Okay, right. Where are we? Inside there's a groove, right? and that groove is where this is supposed to sit. But it doesn't. The gearing doesn't work that well. So some people have like forced it and popped it and all the rest of it, but I don't want to risk breaking it. I actually don't. So I'm not doing that. But yeah, so 4 versions of the same mould. We'll let him go in front because it's technically him. 4 different versions of the same guy. And tell you what, we'll bend him down. We'll hunch him down a little bit so you can see past him. Because the articulation's actually pretty good on these guys. Come on. Right. 4 different versions of the same figure that I own. And don't regret it in the slightest. He's pretty awesome. He's fantastic. He's not bad. He's fine. He was the first one of these I got. And I got him for free. And, well, he's now definitely unique. So, yeah, this was kind of a request video from V-Gamer because I used him as a comparison in something, and she was like, review him, review him, review him, I like that figure. I'm like, yeah, me too. So, yeah, that's done. I'm going to, see, knockoffs are getting a bit low. I'm going to go digging through stuff, see if I can find a decent knockoff to review. And I might get another one done today while the sun's up, because this setup doesn't like working in the evening. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. Cheers!